Hey guys, welcome back to the Queen of the Village series. And today I thought we'd take it easy a little bit. As you can see by me being half in my hole, we're going to do a mining episode. I have some questions that have been written out by some of my sisters. And I hope to do another episode again some other time, but with your questions. So if you leave questions in the comments, they'll end up in the next Q&A video. But for now, let's get started. Alright, let's get down to the final tunnel and get started. Alright, let's begin this first tunnel. And with it, first question. Are you going to do a map soon? Well, I could, potentially. I don't want to really start another series right now until I'm quite used to the production rate of this one. I don't think I'm ready to start a second series. And if I wanted to do a one-off, well, I'd have to do all the same prep work I do for one of these episodes, and at the same time pick which map. So maybe if you have a map from the Minecraft Marketplace available on Pocket Edition that you'd like to suggest, leave it down in the comment section, and I'll check it out. We may or may not see me recording it, but I can tell you I will look. Alright, next question. What plans do you have for future episodes in this series? Well, we do want to fight the Ender Dragon. And, I want to get a pair of Elytra. That's one of my big things, is I want Elytra and shulker boxes, and I want to explore the world and find cool things. Like, I want to find a jungle eventually. That'll probably be an adventuring episode all on its own. A little odd, but, you know. Alright, next question. How did you first get into Minecraft? Well, when I was a little bit younger, Minecraft was everywhere. You would see it in commercials, you'd see it, other kids were wearing Minecraft merchandise or were playing it. Actually, my first time playing the game was actually on my boyfriend's Xbox. Oh, we found some iron and diamonds. Diamonds get the Fortune 3. And I was just walking around one of the worlds he'd built as like a golf simulator almost. And it was really cool to look at. And after that, I started thinking about when I would get my own Minecraft. He and I aren't together anymore, but I do have to attribute my discovery of Minecraft partially to him showing me the game. He doesn't play anymore, but I think we had fun. All the way down to bedrock, huh? Alright, next question. What is your favorite version of Minecraft? Well, even though I don't play it on the channel here, I'm going to have to say Java. For a number of reasons. First of which being, redstone doesn't break in Java. In Pocket Edition, I think as we've exampled before, and if we haven't, we'll have to at some point, redstone doesn't last. If you make a redstone contraption, even if it's working perfectly fine, if it's in Pocket Edition, if you log out and log back in, the redstone will no longer be working. No matter how much effort you put into it, no matter how much energy you put into it, it just doesn't. And on the other hand, I'm most comfortable with Pocket Edition, as far as the controls are concerned, because it's the one I've played first. And so that's why I do this one for YouTube. On top of, I haven't seen very many people doing series for Pocket Edition, like recording from their phones and whatnot. Whether that's just because the recording process is more difficult, I'm not sure or not. But, I can get a vague idea that perhaps people just think it's too much of a hassle to bother with. Alright, next question. What are some YouTubers who inspired you the most? Well, let's see. There's a long list. The first YouTuber I started watching for Minecraft was Preston Plays. And he was great at the game when he was playing, but now he does mostly parkour, so I don't watch as much of his stuff anymore. Not because he's any less of a good YouTuber, it's just parkour's not my thing. Another person I've watched mostly for building and redstone tips is a guy called Grian. He's a good guy, nice sounding voice. And he's really careful to show you all the details and how everything works on the inside, so you can actually copy it yourself in another world. That goes for most of his builds. He's very thorough. I like that. Then, of course, I watched Log.zip for a while because he had a show on his channel about the news of Minecraft, what's going on. And you can watch some of his older episodes if you want a refresher on how things work. But I don't think he runs that series anymore. Mostly he's running a series that's like Noob Girl tries this, and then he turns it into a map to sell in the Minecraft Marketplace. But his first map on the Minecraft Marketplace, I believe, was Big Block Island. It was a big experiment on how everything worked for map building, and I think him and his team did a great job. Let's see. Onto YouTubers I'm watching currently. I have on my subscription list LD Shadow Lady, Smallish Beans. There's Strawberry17, I believe. I have her subscribed. If not, then I've watched a bunch of her videos. And then, well, I subscribe to the Orion Sound, but he doesn't post often. But when he does, I pay attention. And then there's CPK. You know, everybody's favorite hyperactive fox. I like watching Smallish Beans, mostly for his building tutorials, but he really makes his survival experience entertaining. And LD Shadow Lady is always filled with this childlike wonder. No matter what map or what mods she's playing on, she's always just like, oh, what's that? Let's check it out. Or, oh, no, I don't want to go anywhere near that. And it's fun to watch. I started watching CBK and the Orion Sound because of their association with LD Shadow Lady and Smallish Beans. But I've come to appreciate their individual playstyles as well. The Orion Sound likes to take his time. There's no rushing that guy, and that's respectable. And CBK loves to rush around, and he gets distracted easily, and that is more relatable than I want to admit. I've also watched some of Shovel's videos. And there's one or two other YouTubers who are in association with that general group of people that I've watched a couple of their videos. But I don't watch them quite as much. Then of course there's iJevin, who really inspired me on the whole survival series thing. He did his episodes quickly and edited, but at the same time, he wasn't rushing. There was no rush. Nice, calm, good content. And, everybody has their own style, but if I'm looking for something to watch in order to relax, I will probably pick either LD Shadow Lady or iJevon. Because iJevon doesn't rush, and LD Shadow Lady is just as confused as the viewer is in most cases, and I love that. It makes her easy to follow, and it means that you get an explanation for everything. Though, Smallish Beans is also a good YouTuber to watch when you're trying to relax. I love watching his time lapses. They're so much fun, and I wish I could figure out how to do that, the whole time-lapsing thing. But as for which one of them inspired me the most, I would have to say it was, Log.zip gave me a love of the game. iJevon gave me a concept to follow. And Smallish Beans and LD Shadow Lady gave me role models for channel etiquette. I think that's what I'm gonna say. Alright, on to the next question. Do you plan on a mini-series with us, your sisters? Well, that's an interesting concept. I don't think I'm quite ready to take on a second series. I think I've said that before. However, I do intend to have another series when this one ends, or have a series at some point which runs alongside another series that'll just be like exploring different maps, which circles back to one of the first questions I answered, which is, are you going to do a map soon? Are there any more auto farms you want to make? An interesting question. Like I said, redstone kind of breaks in Pocket, but I can make a semi-automatic farm, like the semi-automatic smelter upstairs. But, I think I want to make a semi-automatic sugarcane farm. I think that'll be helpful. But, let's see, what else? We already have the Smallish Beans inspired chicken killer, minus the redstone, because redstone breaks. And I think at some point I want to figure out how to make a semi-automatic pumpkin farm. Again, it'll have to be very simple lever-operated redstone because redstone breaks. I'll keep saying that. I will. I know I'm not going to stop, but, you know, I know you know what I mean. Let's see, what's another question? How long did it take you to build the trading hall? Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, it's not quite finished. That build is taking a lot more quartz than I expected. And between the amount of quartz that it requires and trading up the villagers to master level, it's going to take me a little while for it to be truly finished. But it's more than halfway there. And I've spent about 4 hours on it now. But that's only because I'm slow. I'm sure a much more experienced builder could finish it in a couple hours. Or less. Especially if they did proper prep, unlike me. But yeah. And when it is finished, I'll make sure to show you guys. And then you guys can look at it and decide for yourself if it's anything true to the source material, which is the Parthenon in Alexandria. At least I think the Parthenon's in Alexandria. If I'm completely wrong and embarrassing myself, feel free to leave a comment. But, on to the next question. What is your favorite map? Well, may have mentioned earlier Big Block Island is really entertaining. But, there's a couple of maps that I really like. I really like Lucky Block maps. They're fun to mess around with. And I particularly like this one map that I tried on the Minecraft Marketplace called the Snowstorm Simulator. And that was really fun to muck around with. It has loot chests all around the village area. And then every now and again you get a snowstorm, which makes it difficult to do anything. But it offers a new challenge to like a mini looting survival sort of thing. And maybe at some point I'll do that for a one-off map review thing. But there still needs to be a goal, no matter what I'm doing. And one of the problems with playing that map is there's really no goal. There's no end game to it, and it's a little frustrating. But it's enjoyable nonetheless. On to the next question. What is your favorite mob? My favorite mob is the Enderman, but a close second is the Iron Golem. I love those guys. They're adorable, and they're fun to play with, and you can spawn as many of them as you want, and the Endermen are just cute. Tall, dark, and playful. Mind you, they can also be terrifying if they want to be, but tall, dark, and playful. I'm gonna stick with that. That's odd. Did I break out into a new cave? Hold up. Ah, it's the mine shaft again. A different part of it, though. Oh boy. Alright. Back to questions. What do you think of the Nether update so far? Well, I haven't had a chance to play on it that much, and it's not fully released. Despite what some people might think, I actually think my favorite part of this Nether update is going to be the piglins. It's a new trading system altogether, and I'm sure I can learn to figure it. But it also introduces untamables. A sort of civilization or group of people that you can't make your own. Like you can do with villagers. You can trap them, you can trade with them, you can make them do your biddings. But with the piglins, you can't do that. You have to work on their terms, and it'll prove a new challenge. One that I'm really eager to get on the boat with. But as is pattern, it's likely as not the Pocket Edition won't be getting that update until 6 months after Java. Just because that's how their production team has things organized to roll. And that's fine. That's fine. You have a little patience with the creators and you get something really cool. Will Griffin show up in more episodes? So my sister who helps me with this, Griffin Stone, will be showing up in more episodes before the dragon fight, hopefully. But I want her help mostly... Oh! It's another spawner! I wonder what it's a spawner for. I can't see Yeah, that's the problem with Pocket. You can't see what's in the spawner until you let it spawn, which I don't plan on doing. Nope. Thank you, but no. Music disc cat and 13. Interesting, but not worth my while, really. And I can always come back here. All right then. Hi. Must be a spider spawner, which is cool. I'll have to figure out how to turn this into an EXP farm like the zombie spawner down the other end. Alright. Next question. Do you plan on multiple dragon fights? So that's a cool point. You can respawn the Ender Dragon as many times as you want, as long as you have the End Crystals to do so. Now, I don't know if we're going to do multiple dragon fights. It would be cool, but I don't know. Gonna focus on doing the one, and then see where we're at after that. Ooh, spider spawner. Cave spider, more specifically. Yeah, I don't want to muck with that. Alright, let me see. Do we have any more questions on here? Alright, this looks like it's the last question on our paper. Do you plan to fight the Wither? Yes. At some point, post-dragon. I don't really want to fight it before I fought the dragon. I don't want to waste resources that I could have used for the dragon fight on the Wither fight before we get to the dragon. Another thing about the Wither fight is I'm probably going to do it more than once. I'll probably do it once or twice on camera, but I'll probably do it about 7 or 8 times. The Wither fight is one of the ones that I do plan to do multiple times, so I can get all the beacons and the benefits thereof. However, the biggest issue I've come across personally with wanting to do multiple fights of anything is that, oh, whoops, this is where my strip mine connects. That's nice. Is that it causes a congestion. You can't fight the Wither and not have the obsidian and the glass to make a beacon, and the emeralds or gems or whatever else to power it. You can't just not have the things. And if you don't have the things, then you're going to find yourself in a tight corner. And another thing is, what benefits of the beacon do I even want? I need you guys to help me. If you guys know what the benefits of a beacon are and can tell me what you think the best one is in the comment section down below, then I will do my best with my first couple of beacons to follow you guys' advice. Alright, we got one more question on the docket, which is one for upstairs, actually. We have to go up to the barn. Alright, so the question was, what are all the horses' names? So, I have them labeled. I will have to get them name tags at some point. I've been doing fishing and whatnot. But this is Silver. You know Silver. Hi, Silver. This one, the other fast one, is Blake. That's a reference. This one here is Chestnut. I know, I'm so creative. This other black one over here that's more brown than black is coffee. Again, I am so creative. Sarcasm is sarcasm. And Patches. Hi, Patches. Patches isn't very fast, but she's cute. And she's got a lot of health, and she's a jumper. Yeah, jump me right through the roof. Well, guys, I think that's the end of today's episode. Whoops. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Just a little Q&A. Please leave your own questions in the comments, and I will read them. And remember to check out the Instagram for every now and again a picture of what's going on. And I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.